huge welcome back to this series all about Disneyland Paris and your first time. Today we are going to be talking about Disney's Premier Access, which is Disney's fast pass system at Disneyland Paris. There are two different options with Disney's Premier Access. You have Disney's Premier Access 1 and you also have Disney's Premier Access Ultimate. So Premier Access 1, you basically can buy a single fast pass for a single ride. So these are all priced individually depending on what day you visit. There is no fixed pricing to it. It is literally depending on the day. But this basically allows you to access any ride that has a Premier Access queue with your Premier Access pass. You will obviously skip the main queue and you will have a significantly shorter wait. Disney's Premier Access Ultimate is a one-day pass that allows you to ride every single ride that has a Premier Access entrance, apart from Orbitron for some strange reason, we don't know. But yeah, it allows you access to every single ride at Disneyland Paris that has a Premier Access queue. But unfortunately, it does come with the hefty price tag you would imagine to have Premier Access to every single ride. So currently the only way to actually book Premier Access is through the Disneyland Paris app. You cannot book it any other way to my knowledge, you just have to go through the app. But it is really easy to do. So I'll just pop a little thing on screen for you quickly here. So you can literally go onto the Disneyland Paris app, you click onto Premier Access, you decide whether you want one or whether you want Ultimate. And then with the one, you can literally scroll through all the different rides. It'll tell you when the next available window is. It'll tell you how much it's going to cost you. And you can literally book it there and then. The payment's all done through the app. And it is a really easy way to book your Premier Access. If you are booking Premier Access Ultimate, this is a little bit different because you probably want to do this either in advance or as early as you possibly can on the day that you are going, just purely so you can get the most monetary value out of it. So again, you book through the Disneyland Paris app and you can pick which day you want it to be valid on. So if you go on a Saturday and you walk to the park and you think, oh my god, it's so busy, the wait times are crazy, I want Premier Access, you can book it there and then. And it'll basically allow you access to every single ride with a Premier Access queue. It is a really fantastic option, but it does come with a hefty price tag. Depending on what day you go, again, it's got flexible pricing, there's nothing fixed. I think the highest I've seen it is €180. It's about £150. But if you've got the money and you don't want to stand in the queues, it might be worth it for you. The big thing I wanted to cover in this is whether I think it's worth it. For me, personally, no. I've never booked a Disney Premier Access because I think it's disgusting that they charge for it, quite frankly, when they used to be free. But that is just my personal opinion. I've literally never paid for a Premier Access in my life because I don't want to pay for something that is free. But if you are someone who doesn't like queuing, you're only there for a day, you're there for a short time, you really want to get on this ride, but the queue hasn't come down in under an hour and you just can't face it, then absolutely buy one. I think the individual ones are quite good because you can pick and choose what rides you want to skip the line for. And if you are prepared to put money down, it's a fantastic option. Like, if I had unlimited money, I would buy all the Premier Accesses. But I don't. So, yeah, for someone like me who visits regularly, if the rides have all got a high wait time, I'll just go and do something else. But if it is your first time, it is worth looking into, I'm not going to lie. And especially if you have no plans to go back. Yes, it adds on a fair bit of money to your holiday, but if you can budget for it and if you can afford it, treat yourself. Because you're going to have a fantastic time if you have a fast pass. Simple as. You cut all those queues, you do all the rides you want to do. That then frees up your day for you seeing shows and meeting characters because you don't have to worry about the long lines. So I think it's worth it for people who have no plans to go back to Disneyland Paris, people who are coming to Disneyland Paris as a one-time thing and they will never go back. People, coming for the first time and they want to experience everything and do as much as they can. People with kids who you just know aren't going to stand in the queues. It is worth it for people like that. Or if you just can't be bothered to queue, crack on. Maybe one day I will buy a Premier Access. You never know. Crush's Coaster. I'm always tempted, but it's usually about 20 euros, and I'm not paying 20 euros getting a ride. So yeah, it is a really good option. I think I just resent the fact that we used to have them for free, and they're no longer free, and I just don't think it's fair. But no, it is a good option for, like, say, all those people I just listed, or even if you just, you have 10 quid spare and you think, I can't face that line right now, treat yourself. Why not? I do actually prefer our system as well to, like, Walt Disney World's and Disneyland system, purely because you can pay as you go, whereas in Walt Disney World there's only certain ones you can pay as you go, or you have to buy. called these days, Genie Plus, Lightning Lane. I don't even know, Multipass. I don't know what it's called anymore because it just changes every 5 minutes. So I do think Disneyland Paris has the better FastPass system, but it's also the most expensive FastPass system at the same time. So make what you will of that information. But yeah, if you are a Walt Disney World frequenter and you know all about their FastPass system, this one is very different, but it is almost simpler in that you buy an individual attraction or you buy a ticket for the whole day, the whole lot of rides. So I think it's simpler and easier to use, but obviously a little bit more expensive. So yes, this has been a really quick video just about Premier Access. I do hope that you found it helpful. Like I say, I don't know too much about it personally myself because I've never used it, but I am aware of, how it works, what you can use it for, and whether it's worth it. Like I say, make what you will of this video. If you think, this sounds great, I'm going to spend money on it, fantastic, have the best time ever, please. But if you think, oh, Stacey's right, it is a lot of money, then that's fine too. If you're prepared to stand in the queues, stand in the queues. Or, utilise your extra magic hour, or utilise the end of the night and just go while the queues are quieter. But yeah, I hope either way, whether I've helped you think, yeah, this sounds great, or whether I helped you think, oh my god, what a waste of money and a waste of time, then either way, I hope it was helpful. Yeah. Please, any questions or any comments, again, leave them down in the comments box below, or reach out to me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to have a chat with you guys and maybe help you make your decision even further. But yes, I really do hope that you have found this video helpful. And with that, I am going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one.